give my yes to you today. I choose.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, the 10th of February, and I've got a long black here this morning. If you have your Bibles, turn to Romans 12, verse 2. Romeine 12, vers 2. And do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that you may prove what the will of God is, that which is good and acceptable and perfect. I changed, I think I told you, I changed one word in my vocabulary, and it's affected my thinking this year. Last year, I was complaining how busy I was. This year, I'm happy to say that I'm productive. And this led me to thinking about there's always enough time in every day to do God's will. There's always enough to be able to carry out what God would have us do in every day. And so when you're rushing around and trying to fill in and everything is chaotic and hectic and crazy, just step back and wonder if the world hasn't pulled you into its tempo, into what it wants of you, and what other people are demanding and pressurizing and pressing you to do for them. And oftentimes we get caught up in completing and doing other people's agendas instead of what God has prepared and planned for us in that day. And the Phillips translation of this verse says, do not let the world squeeze you into its mold. Do not be conformed to this world. Do not be squeezed into the mold of this world. And that kind of sums it up for me, because sometimes we lose ourselves and we become everything to everybody. And at the end of the day, we accomplish very little that brings satisfaction. Remember, at the end of the day, other people will press you to get this title, to push for that job, to be this person. And oftentimes we strive and we become what other people externally think is successful, but in the process, we haven't met our goals. We haven't satisfied our longing. And you live amongst other people, but you always live with yourself. So check your value system. Kyk na jou waardestelsel. Kyk na dit wat jou dryf. Kyk na dit wat jou inspireer. En maak seker dat jy leef jou waardes uit, want aan die einde van die dag leef jy met jouself. Mense kom en mense gaan. Party is vinnig deur ons lewens, anders bly vir 'n redelike lang rit by ons. Maar aan die einde van die dag, ons kyk ons self in die spieël. Ons kyk nie ander mense in die spieël nie, ons kyk vir onsself. En ons leef eintlik met onsself. So maak seker dat elke dag gevul is met wie jy is in Jesus Christus en in God. En mag die Heilige Gees jou lei om God se wil uit te leef, en oppas dat jy nie in die vorm van hierdie wêreld ingedruk word. That you don't get conformed to this world, but rather be transformed. Be careful that you're not busy and not being productive. Careful that you're busy and you're not realizing or satisfying anything that is of value to you, and especially that which is placed there by God in your heart. Carry out His will. Look out for His plans, His purpose. And I want to guarantee you, your day won't be chaotic and frenetic, because there's enough time to do all that Jesus wants us to do in every day. He knows that, and He plans it out well. Enjoy the rest of your coffee. Come and have a chat if you have the time and it's something that will add value to your life.